Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I know it's been a very long time and I've got a lot of explaining to do. A lot has gone on, a lot has changed. You can see I'm in some random vehicle with a bunch of boxes in the back. But first, let's just get straight into it. So I have been very busy in my life recently. We've just given birth to another beautiful baby. I've changed jobs since you last saw me. You know, a whole lot of stuff has happened with my life. I've been very, very busy. So I've not actually been able to make much content or update you guys on what's going on. So this video is basically to do that. So let's go and get some errands done. As you can see, I've got some boxes. I just need to quickly run to the tip. So let's do that. And then on the drive there, we'll have a little chat and we'll go through some of the things that have changed and have happened. Okay, so it's only a short drive to the tip where we need to go. It's not that far from me. It's about 5 minutes away. But we'll try and explain as much as we can. Excuse the bumpiness. I'm using a stupid camera mount in this car. So yeah, what am I driving at the moment? So this is a 2011 red Corsa D. It's the 1.4. I think it's is it the exclusive model, exclusive trim level. So it's not, you know, it's not overly spec, but it's not too bad. This was a car that I purchased to flip, so for the Becoming a Car Trader series. And it just so happens that because of everything that happened, I've been using it as a daily. So I've been using it to get to and from work. I don't want to drive the TT to commute to work. It's a bit, you know, it's not the most commutable car, costs a lot of money in fuel, and also I don't want to put unnecessary mileage on it. So I've been using this. This car is going to be going up for sale. I've got a few videos coming on that, so you'll see exactly what I paid for it, and you'll see sort of the process that we've done to get this ready to be sold. The Mini, so the Mini was a car that we had back in March, I think, or April. That got sold. We didn't actually make any profit on that car, but we didn't lose any money, so we sold that for what we put into it. I'll give you a quick update on what actually happened with that. So we got the car MOT'd, as you saw, and it needed a drive shaft. I then used the car as a little bit of a daily just to make sure that it was all good. I actually took it fishing, so we went on a little fishing trip. It was about a 2.5 hour drive. We pulled up to the fishing place and we actually heard this weird, like, strange buzzing sound coming from the car. And I was like, oh, I'm sure it's just, you know, the fans or whatever coming on, you know, not really thinking anything untoward about it. We plotted up, done our fishing trip. We was there for 24 hours. Come back to the car the next morning to pack up and go to the shop, and it wouldn't start. Well, it wouldn't open first. The car wouldn't open. Lost all power. So I'm thinking, as you guys saw, it was a brand new battery. Why have we lost power? So I managed to, the people that own the lake managed to find me some jump leads. We managed to jump start the car and get it packed up and get home, and it drove fine. You know, the car drove fine. I didn't really think anything of it. There was no issues, no noises. Yeah, there was no issues, no noises. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Pulled up at home after I'd done everything about, again, it's like a 2 hour drive back. It was about 150 miles or something like that. Got home, pulled up, car was fine. Wasn't making the weird whirring noise again, so I didn't think anything of it. Locked it up for the day. Went to go and get in the car in the morning to take it to work, and it wouldn't unlock and wouldn't start again. It had lost all power. So again, I charged the battery, jumped it up and took it to work, and it lost power again. So I was a bit like, what the fuck is going on here? I've done a bit of Googling, went on some forums, asked a few questions, and it turns out that the power steering pump, it was an electrically operated power steering pump, and that had failed. Apparently it's a very common issue on those Minis, and I was looking around for parts. I was going to fix it just to put it up for sale. Looking around for parts, and the power steering pump on eBay, bearing in mind second hand, was going for about 250 quid. And at that point, you know, I was at the point with the car where I'd spent money on the paintwork, I'd spent money getting the dents fixed, you know, we'd put all new bodywork on it, really sorted that car out. And I was like, you know, if I spend 250 quid putting a new power steering pump in it, I'm not making any money on this car. So it was time to cut our losses with that, I'm afraid. Sorry guys, dump run complete. As you can see, boxes are gone. So yeah, it was time to cut our losses with the Mini. So that's exactly what we did. We cut our losses, sold it for pretty much what we spent on it. I've got the spreadsheet back at home, so again I've got a couple of videos planned with me sitting and talking to you guys about certain things and certain topics, so that will be part of that video. What we'll do is we're going to go this way, we're going to go the long way around, just to have a chat. So yeah, cut a loss with a Mini, sold that for spares and repairs, put it up on eBay for a 7-day bid, and it did actually sell for what I sort of wanted for it and what I made for on it. So yeah, didn't make any money on that one. Then I invested the money into a little Fiesta. You wouldn't have seen that one. That was a very quick flip. I'm talking like 3 days. I bought the car very cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Literally just gave it a clean, put it up for sale again 3 days later, and it sold that day. And we didn't make too much profit on that. I think we only made like 600 or 700 quid. But again, it put us up to 2 grand. And that's where sort of everything went on. We had a couple of holidays planned that we had to go on, so I couldn't really spend money, I couldn't really invest any money, and I couldn't really go out buying cars. Also changed job as well in June, I think it was, July. Changed job, and I needed a car to get me to and from work. So I moved work a lot closer to where I live. So I was working in London, so I had to travel into London most days. It was like a 2-hour door-to-door journey. I would literally drive the TT to the station, jump on the train and head into London for sort of three days a week that was. But I decided to move jobs to somewhere a lot closer to home, and I'm actually now only working 10 minutes from my house. So I needed a car to get me to and from work, basically. My commute was now going to be solely driving. There was also a bit of travel involved with the job where I'd need a car. Didn't want to use the TT, so that's where we stumbled across this little Corsa. Now the original intention was to buy it and flip it, but then it turned out it was actually such a good car and I got it for such a good price that I might as well daily it for a bit until I'm ready to sort of start flipping cars again. You know, like I say, we've just had a baby, so a lot of money was being spent on buying baby stuff, doing up the house as well. So we had a lot of work done on the house. You know, put all new garden in, we'd redecorate some rooms ready for the baby. So I didn't really have the funds or the time to spend on a car to fix it or repair it or get it ready for sale. So I literally just bought this. I bought it Part X, so I bought it from a dealer Part X. So we got it for a very good price again. I paid, well, in fact I won't tell you what I paid, we'll leave that for the video on this car. And that's where we're up to today. So I've had this car for about, well, coming up to 3 months now. I've done a few thousand, well, I say a few thousand, I've probably done about 1,500 miles in it. And that's where we are today. Okay, so what's going on with the TT now? The TT has been laid up for 3 months. It's literally sat, it's sawn at the moment. It's waiting to go into storage, so I have secured a storage location for it. However, there are a couple of little issues with that TT actually. So I've not filmed this yet. I'll go and grab some shots for you when we get back. But basically, one of the roof sort of bars or roof rail things on the left-hand side of the car, when I bought the car, the guy said that he had treated them because they were starting to rust a little bit. So he said that he treated them. However, he's done a very poor job. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So the paint is now starting to fade and peel off. So I'm guessing he spray canned it. So that's happening on this side here. I'll show you what I mean. It looks quite hideous. She's in a bit of a sorry state at the moment. She's not been washed for a while, and she's not really been driven for a while either. So yeah, that's happening. We've also got an issue with the screen washer, so it seems to be leaking. Again, I've done some research. Apparently the little pump in it is quite a known weak spot, so we need to get that out and actually have a look at that, preferably before it goes into storage and whilst we've still got some nice weather. I am recording this in October, and you know, in the UK it's been 20 degrees. As you can see, it's nice and sunny. We are currently on the 11th of October, which is mind-blowing. So yeah, we need to have a look at that. And we've still got an issue with the switch for the door mirrors. Not really looked at that yet. And the airbag light as well, that also is still an issue. So I'm sure you guys would have seen a few months ago I fixed that. Well, I say I fixed it, I cleared the code, and it didn't come back for ages and ages and ages. And now all of a sudden it's starting to come back. So I plugged it in again, I cleared it, and it literally come back within a day. So there's clearly an issue there. I'm sure it says driver's side, so I'm guessing it's the connector under the seat again. It's a known weak spot for a TT. So we need to look at that. But yeah, it'll be going into storage any week now really. I'm literally just waiting on confirmation that the current sort of bits that are in there have been removed from the garage unit, and then I can go and stick my car right in there and it will be laid up for the winter. So it did spend last winter out because I was using it, so this winter it's going to be stored. Unfortunately we had a lot of plans for the TT this year, but like I said previously, you know, a lot has changed. You got to roll with life sometimes. You can't always plan for every single event or every single situation, but next year we are going to go big with the TT. It will be 20 years old, so that car itself will be 20 years since it was first built and registered. So I'd like to do something special for its 20th birthday. So I've got a little trip planned. I won't reveal anything too much because obviously nothing's concrete yet, but I am planning to do something big for the 20th birthday of that car. And yeah, we get some of the stuff fixed over the winter, get some of the paint looked at. There's a little bit of lacquer peel on the front bumper. The only tightness about that big, but obviously you want to get that stuff sorted now, especially whilst it's laid up for the winter as well. But there will be a video on me getting that car ready for storage, so the process that we would do to get it ready, you know, unplugging the battery so it doesn't die on us, covering it up, you know, all that good stuff, making sure that the car is all protected. And then I would like to, over the winter period, if I can, because it probably won't come out again until Simply Audi, which I believe is in April next year. So over sort of that 5-6 month period, I would like to get the underneath of that car sorted out. Now it's not too rusty, at least according to Audi anyway, it's not too rusty, but I think whilst you can still get parts, I'm noticing that they're becoming a little bit more rare now. I've seen quite a lot of 3.2s being broken as well. So I would like to try and get either a new subframe or at least get the one that we've got sort of treated up and prepared for the car. So yeah, a couple of bits I'd like to do with that TT. As you know, I want to try and keep it as stock as possible. I'm also thinking about wrapping it. That has not changed. That has not changed at all. I'm just money basically. You know, I've got other priorities than spending 2.5-3 grand wrapping a car that I don't even drive every day. So we just got to make sure that we do things sensibly. And that is pretty much it. So you know, you would have seen in my other video as well, I said that we're going to be doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers. So I would like to just take this opportunity to thank you all for subscribing to the channel when I've not been posting. We are currently sitting at about 80 subscribers, which is, you know, mind-boggling to think I've not posted since maybe May. I can't remember when I last actually posted a full proper length video. So I want to thank you all for doing that. You know, the views are still good, and we'd like to get back on the horse and grind it out over the winter period and into next year. Now my life is sort of settling down a little bit. So thank you all for subscribing. There is still going to be a giveaway at 100 subscribers. So that is still going to happen. We're only 20 away, so let's hope that we can hit that before Christmas, and that'll, you know, that would be really good. And then next year we can really get on the grind and start smashing out some content for you. So I'd just like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in a week's time for the next video, where we'll be going over this little Corsa that I've bought and what we're going to be doing to it. So yeah, I'll see you then.